Hey everyone, hope you're keeping well. This is Ali, Art of Man's Life. In the last episode, I showed how to place the Factory House of Music sets onto a Mills plate while still keeping the functionality of the opening door. And that remained having 8 studs free on this side, on the left side of the set to be able to do something with. And I decided to integrate the Underground Dance Battle set from FunWhole / Lumibricks. I didn't really want to have it as a display, and I thought this was the ideal place to try and integrate it into this set. It matches the color scheme perfectly and the theme of dancing, etc. So I thought I'd show you quickly how I did that, and hopefully that inspires you to be able to do the same for you. So the problem that we had, a few challenges and a few quick decisions we had to make right from the start. Some things we just had to cut out. For example, the main thing is this little module from the set. This had to go. I just didn't have the space to fit this in any way into the space available on the left-hand side of the set. So unfortunately I can use it won't be in this, but the good thing is I can probably use this for sure in another custom build. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that's going to go away, and the rest of the pieces I managed to find a way to try and fit them all in. The only caveat is this DJ turntable. I just slimmed down by 1 stud. It was 6 studs in length. I just cut it down to 5 studs just to make it comfortably fit in the space and the real estate that I had available. I still think it still gives the best illusion of turntables. So that was the only other kind of small change that had to be made. But I really wanted to make sure I kept the steel drum and the light because I really wanted that. And then the main thing, first thing that I really had to work with was, we knew that the wall is going to go onto that, and I'll come to the wall in a moment, but there was a play feature with this set, the music set, the club, where you had a little a knob here, and that made the floor bounce up and down to give the illusion that everyone was dancing, having a great time with the party. If I put the wall here, I would have lost access to it, so I didn't want to lose that playability because I think that's really cool. So all I did was just extend this up with some Technic pieces, so then I can still access it and then still create the illusion of the dance and not lose that feature and playability, because that's pretty cool. In terms of the bass, as I mentioned, we had 8 studs to play with. The wall will take 1 stud /2. And that kind of left me then with the 6 studs, and I was very lucky that the main dance battle section module of the original set was in fact 6 studs in depth, so that worked out great. So I just plopped that basically on top of the kind of Mills foundation, because I really wanted to ensure still I kept the functionality of the splat gear there in there. I'm a big believer in trying to keep as much original functionality and playability in there, if I can, as much as possible. The other caveat that I had to take consideration with was this section here of the music club, because this actually does swing out, and you can pull this out, right? If you're familiar with this set, to put in your mobile phone or another screen for the screens in the club for everyone to dance to in the show. So I had to make sure that nothing was blocking this, and also from a height-wise, nothing was. If I'm going to place something there, it doesn't get into the way. Also, so that was the other kind of rule to play around with, just to make sure we didn't screw that up and still keep the original playability. So aside from that, that was pretty easy to plop in, and the rest of the tiling that we just put in here, I kept this little wedge section here just to give the illusion that, hey, the pavement's broken in, because this is a repurposed factory area, so I thought that would be pretty cool to keep that there. The light for the drum, steel drum feature of the original set, I couldn't really keep it as clean as possible like the original, because this is in actual fact 5 studs in diameter, so we had to pull it out a little bit more so it doesn't interfere with a wall that's going to be placed there. So all I did was just get one of these jumper plates, put it in the middle there, so it enabled to offset it a little bit away from the wall, so then the 5 studs diameter kind of fits in quite nicely. And to be honest, when you do put it on there, those recessed pieces are nicely hidden anyway, so I think it's fine. Once you decorate it up, it's going to be even more hidden. Now, for the wall itself, I love this wall, so I wanted to try and keep it as original as possible. The main thing that I changed was, in the original set, the back wall was kind of recessed in, and these 2 pillars on either side were had that texture to come out with. So I did lose a little bit of that texture. I don't think in the grand scheme of things it makes that much of a difference. And these pipes were actually coming down on here, actually hiding a little bit of this artwork, so I just moved that across as well. I did keep the lights in here because I really like them, because I think I was trying to keep that feature of the lights is really important as well. And I think it goes quite well, this section against here. I mean, you hide quite a bit of the wall, which is pretty cool, but you can get away with it because this is a repurposed factory, and this was probably an original entrance. This was a new wall. I mean, that's the kind of idea that I was going for, of why you have a door and a half wall on this side of the building. So that was pretty straightforward to put in. The other reason also that I swapped around the recess of the pillars was that if you do look at it from this side, at least this covers any of this ugly bit is behind the wall also. The other reason also that I moved the pipes across is that I had no studs here to place the pipes on, but I do on this wedge plate, so that goes in quite nicely and slots in quite nicely and gives that added bit of security as well. Before I move on and put the rest of the stuff in, just a note on the lighting. Now, what was really cool in this set, this expansion port that we had actually 2 extra free slots in there. And I utilized those 2 free slots, one for the light for the steel drum, and then one light for one wiring for these 2 lights here. I did have to use an expansion port that I had in my spare parts, and I just utilized one of the lights wiring from here to extend it out and just feed that through. Usually I would affix this behind the wall here. I just kept it out just to show you guys, but that would be nice and tidied up as well, just to explain how I did the wiring. So that way I fully utilized the expansion slot, and I've got the lighting here as per the original set, minus the lamppost, of course. So now that was the hardest part to figure out, to do, and to place that in there, and the rest was just accessories. And now you can still see I can still access that really well to simulate the dancing inside the club. So this, as I mentioned, now it doesn't clash with this wall, so it's recessed out quite nicely. It doesn't interfere with it, which is really cool. The turntable, I've managed to, now that it's 1 stud less, so it's 5 studs, I can place that here. And now you can imagine if you're 1 stud out of here, it just looks a little bit too cramped for me. So, and plus I can place it at an angle just to give a little bit of dynamic. Let me grab one of their minifigures. This is actually from the Cyberpunk set, because the other DJ is actually doing the DJ inside the club. So this is he walked over from the Cyberpunk district just to facilitate the dance that we've got going on here. Let's put this figure there. Yes, that's pretty cool. And then we can put in maybe some, maybe let's try a different color. Maybe we can put something like this here. This guy's cap. This guy's cap, I think he left on one of these on those cones here. I did like this, and I did want to keep this, and I think that fits in quite nicely here. Just to show if people are walking here, you can't go this way, there's a battle scene happening. I think that just gives it a nice little decor. I did like, I mean, it was really weird in the original set to have, the old motorcycle wheel, but I love this boombox that was there. So placing that on these things was really, really cool. So I just got one other spare spray can. Let's put this boombox somewhere here. I think that would be pretty cool. And then, maybe we can put this figure over here. So now the big test is basically to say, okay, can I still access all of this? And yeah, we can. Obviously that wire wouldn't be there usually, but now that works in quite well. So that goes in. And I think we're okay. Forgot about this. Let's just put this here. Spin records, they say get their advertisements as well. So, and the other test is to see the swinging door that we had still on the mills, because I did want to stop it at the angle. That's the other reason that I tried to stop it here. That way it doesn't bang across here, and that goes in pretty well. And now let's put on the lights, because the lights are pretty cool. That's good. That's cool. That's light up nicely. I love these lights that we got in here. And then if I turn it around, just to keep the functionality to see. Yeah. I mean, this thing is a bit clunky in the original set, I have to say. And I didn't want to lose it because you spend so much time building this section and all those parts. It just would have been so much of a waste if I lost the access into there. So now I think I've managed to repurpose one of their smaller sets, place this fully now onto the mills, and it's very complete. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Let me know how you've repurposed these smaller builds from the Street Fusion theme. I'm very interested to know. The next challenge will be the graffiti bus stop. That's going to be pretty cool to do. But anyway, it's just a quick one, just to help explain how I've reintegrated the Underground Dance Battle set into the Factory House of Music. And this is now, I think, ready to place in the city. All right, till the next time, peace and love, guys.